Hello and welcome to Cardistry Talk Spicy Edition. I'm your host Cameron Toner, and today we have a spicy one for you. We have good friends over there, Caleb and Sam. Caleb, you probably are familiar with because he's the actual host of this show, and Sam, who is over there, is a pretty cool dude on Instagram, and
That's right.
he came out with a deck called Viscid under his brand Flux, which is pretty dope, so you check it out. And yeah, I'm going to be asking them some spicy questions, but the thing spicier than the questions is the wings. Ooh. We did this on a whim because Caleb wanted to do a show and we said wings. So here we are. And I don't have spicy wings because I'm a wuss. So let's jump right into the first question. So how this works is each question I will ask one of them and they will take a bite out of the wing or eat a whole wing and answer the question, and that's how we're gonna roll.
We're gonna whole wing it.
You're gonna whole wing it?
Yeah,
we're whole winging it. All right.
Oh yeah.
We're whole winging it. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna start with Caleb because he's the host of the show. So first question: how good are you with spice?
So even though this was my idea kind of deal, I'm not super good with spice. I've just started to get into it because of my brother. My mouth may be on fire by the end of this.
So you're terrified of what you've created.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Okay.
I'm petrified of what's about to happen. So I'm going to look like a baby and Sam's going to look like a king.
Yeah.
We have almond milk though.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're good.
Almond milk will save me.
And ranch, you know.
So I guess we'll...
Get into the first one?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, you each
Let's
eat
do
a wing.
All right, let's dine. Shall we
Yeah.
clink?
Shall we clink?
COVID time?
Yeah, COVID.
Yeah.
Bam.
Here, I'll clink too over here.
No, it doesn't matter. We've been next to each other all day. What was these ones?
I think jalapeno.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Those are the jalapeno.
Oh my.
Oh yeah.
This is both a Hot Ones episode and a mukbang for Cardistry.
Yep.
Mhm.
And a Cardistry talk, so you're gonna
Mhm.
a lot of stuff going on.
It's all the things.
Oh yeah.
This is definitely going to be a mosh posh of information.
Uh-huh.
So, as I unlock Caleb's phone for like the 10th time.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, I'm trying to do my password. That's not going to work. All right, so first question.
That one's
A move you wish you created. Let's go Sam first.
A movie I wish I created.
Yeah.
Dang, that's a good one. See, I saw Caleb writing down this question, and I really liked it, but I don't have a good answer right off the bat. I think the name is eluding me at the moment, but there is a whole video that Julian Stieber, I'm pronouncing it wrong, but anyway, he made a video, and every move in the video he did a tutorial for, and I thought that was a really cool concept to do. But each of the moves is really good, and there's one in particular that I really like. If you want to answer, I'll look up the move's name.
Yeah, so the one that is most recent for me is a skyscraper. I can't remember who it's by, but where he takes the cards and then, if you don't see it, this means nothing to you. But he does this and then catches it. That's the best way I can explain it.
Yeah.
But as soon as I saw that move, I'm like, that's my style, and that's like a move I wish I created. I mean, there's the obvious stuff like a Springer and Anaconda, but for recently, Skyscraper is really good.
Yeah. Yeah, you do that move pretty well too. Okay, so the video by Julian Stieber, whatever it is. It's called E11. I don't know. It's kind of a weird character. Really good video. That's the performance, but then the move that he does in it is called Vashti's Owl, and it just has really creative mechanics. That's one that I learned pretty recently, and just use it as some inspiration for my own moves. So, yeah. Next wing. Next wing.
While they eat that wing, for your entertainment.
Yes.
Mine would probably be the move that Chase Duncan made for the trailer for
Heritage.
Yeah, like that move, boy, smacks. like smacks.
You
Just
know,
like they're smacking their lips over there.
the move of someone else's that I do all the time that I wish I had made is Burger's move 5-hand.
Oh yeah.
I love it. It's such a great move. It's so comfortable to do. It's great.
Shout out to the Bergs.
Bang bang.
All right, so Caleb wrote this question. I didn't. Favorite OPC deck and why?
You want me to go first?
Mhm.
Oh, for me, it's kind of always been Snackers V1. Or no, V2, I'm sorry. V2 with the blackberries. There's something about purple cards that I really... Like, I wish there was more purple cards. Like, I feel like it's just a royal color. But I've always loved this deck. I think it was... No, it wasn't my first. It was my second deck. Carvers were my first. But that one hits a little different for some reason. I don't know why.
I can smell the essential oils.
Yep.
Yes, that's
Right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, like, some people didn't like those, but honestly, I thought they were pretty good. Like,
Bro, it's a lot. Like, the scent's a lot.
It's a lot, and it can be, like, a little too much at times, but honestly, especially since it lasts so long with the deck,
Right.
like, I think it adds a lot to it.
Because
Okay.
you open them up and you're like,
Yeah!
yeah.
Okay, I'm right beside the mic right now. Hello. Okay. Grabbing my favorite deck. So, mine is the Snackers V1. Good job, Cam.
Oh, thank you.
Shout out OPC.
Oh my God.
But yeah, Snackers V1. I really liked this one because I liked the branding of like the like chocolate milk and strawberries. I think was in your branding. Was that right? Like pictures and stuff.
Oh,
no,
strawberry
was it
milk.
just strawberry milk?
Mhm,
Okay,
mhm.
I really liked that.
The chocolate drizzle though was good.
That's right, chocolate
Mhm.
drizzle. And like I loved the subtle like the softness of the yellow, with like the really just punchy red, and it, like the thing that really struck home for me, Cam, was the opening experience of it. Like you guys really hit home on that.
Thank you.
And that was the first time in a long time that opening a deck brought me back to when I first got into Cardistry and started opening decks.
And you're like,
It was a whole
"What?"
experience, and
Yeah.
and it sort of lost its luster now. But then that was like, whoa, there's this bag that I'm opening, and it smells good, and it's a whole experience. And I think that's what took the cake for me.
Wow, 2 snackers. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
man. What about you, Cam? In your repertoire of decks, what's your favorite?
I will answer that as soon as y'all eat another wing.
Oh!
Ew, get those wangs.
Yeah, man. You just want me to hold this up here?
Do
I
it.
don't
You
care.
won't.
I'll
Make sure you eat the one.
Yeah, I'll eat that one that I took a bite out of already.
But yeah, I would have to say my favorite deck. Again, Peelers V1 always holds a special place in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
But I would probably have to say the Peelers V3. I loved the gold on those, and like it's like paying tribute to the original Peelers V1. So one of those two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those turned out a lot better than I was expecting them. They feel and look way better than like in video and in photos, in my opinion.
Right. Oh, thank you. All right, here we go. Unlocking Caleb's phone for the 4th time. No, probably like the 7th time. Sweet. Okay, so what do you like about the other person's cardistry? So, Caleb, you go first. What do you like about Sam's cardistry?
Good question.
What do you like about my cardistry that is inevitably interlocks?
Yeah.
This is not an intentional thing, by the way. Like
I know.
I don't like the idea of going in to create an interlock, but it always ends up that way.
So I do like I have no interlock moves except for maybe one, and it's more of like an interlock opener if anything. So like I don't even know how to start to make an interlock move. And then just in general, you have like longer moves. A lot of mine are like like a display or like a moment where like you could catch a fan, or like it's something that's maybe takes a lot of setup, but then it's done real quick. Whereas yours is continuously like there's movement and stuff going on with it.
Mm-hmm. It's funny that you say that, because sometimes I feel like my moves aren't long enough. But maybe that mentality is good, because it keeps me in the right right length of moves.
Bro, Sam is the Justin Timberlake of cardistry.
Yeah. Just ridiculous.
You're the only person allowed to make 8-minute songs, and people listen to it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I appreciate that, Caleb. And Cam, I'll be the JT.
Dude.
Fine, I guess I'll be Justin Timberlake.
Dang.
Man, wow, what a bummer.
What a rough status to have. Okay, Caleb. So is this question just so that you would get some buttering up, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, it's well deserved. I think you have I think you have the freshest style in cardistry right now. Your style is totally unheard of at this point. The fact that you like use your feet so much, like Berger kind of has done some like with some fan stuff a little bit, but you took that and made it 10 times better.
Which is why you're in the trailer, because you're lit.
Yeah, for real. Shout out to the kick shot. But I think that like you know that that's like crazy unique, and I think that's why you're just diving into it. But like it really is. I've been in the community for like 5.5 years or so, and like I haven't seen anything like that. And when you were in the community earlier, like that was definitely not a thing.
No, I don't even know if foot stalls were a thing yet.
No. And that like, and then your cuts too, like even though like you're fairly new with cardistry, you're still making these like really complex cuts that look really cool, and you're not letting that be like a hindrance to you, and I think that's really good. Big ups.
Big ups.
Yeah, big ups.
Right.
I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Cam, I think that you are just doing everything. I think you really excel with like, since you are so good at video, I love that you really push that, and I think that we need more people who push doing good videos. And you like are always like, yo, I'm not good at cardistry, but I'm good at video.
Right.
But like,
right.
But like, what like while you are improving in your cardistry, you're showing off what you can do really well, and I think that's good. And I think more people should try to do that.
My heart's full.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sam. Well, I think what I heard is it's time to eat another wing.
It's time to eat another wing, bro.
Time to eat another
I
wing.
think there are
bro.
actually 11 here. So Cam, do you want one of the slightly spicier wings? Come on.
These ones aren't nearly as bad as these ones.
Come on.
Well, I'll do the last one with you guys.
Okay.
I'll come over. I'll sit on your lap and we'll do the last one.
Okay.
Well, that escalated.
Scooty your booty over here.
God, I'm gonna hate myself. Okay.
It's got to be your lap because you're like,
bro.
I can't hold anything else here, let alone a Cam. You need some milk yet, bro?
I'm gonna have to make myself a glass of milk before I even think about it.
These aren't spicy, really. Those ones are gonna be bad.
So this is a conspiracy. We're not actually eating spicy wings.
Well, we're trying to. These are spicy.
We tried.
To me.
These are supposed to be like chipotle or habanero or something.
Yeah, screw that. I'm gonna eat one and I'm gonna die.
Jalapeno.
I'm literally gonna die. Like the honey barbecue at Buffalo Wild Wings makes me sweat. These are like medium and they're making me sweat.
Oh my gosh.
So it's gonna be a good time.
Dang. Also, if you haven't realized this, Cam is like to our right in his desk. So if you're confused by us looking over there, then that's why.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So what is, in terms of, for each of you, so we can start with Sam on this one. Mm-hmm. What is the process you go to making a new move? Like, where do you gain inspiration? Like, do you just, like, do stuff mindlessly until you're like, whoa, what was that? Or are you, like, or do you set out to make a certain move?
Dude. Okay. I love, like, talking about how people make moves, because everyone has a totally different process. But I think mine kind of lies in the middle of, like, the super analytical, I'm going to say this wrong, Matthew Bedouin, the super analytical approach that he takes, and then the totally free-spirited approach where you get nothing done that Cam takes.
Yes. That's literally me, though. I literally just mess around until, like, I'm like, whoa, what was that? So, yeah. And then there we are.
But, like, I think that's what a lot of people do, just, like, the free-spirited, and it's not bad. Like, you can get some crazy stuff that way. And that's honestly what the majority of stuff that I'm really proud of comes from. But when I'm trying to actually make a move, I can't just be like, okay, let me sit down and make a move and not actually think about it, because nothing really comes of it then. There's not a lot of intentionality. However, when I start doing a move, I usually begin by doing sort of what's comfortable, and that moves more into, okay, this is what I can do. Now let me try some slightly different variations on the openers that I usually do. Let me see if there's a totally weird opener. And then from there, I go into a little bit of the Matthews analytical. Okay, now that I'm in this position, what are all the options I can do from here? And then I start going from there, see what's natural. And if I come to another block, that's when I do again, work in the analytical. What are the options? And that's sort of the process I use. Does that make sense at all?
Yeah, it's like you're building a house with Legos.
Yeah, but like between each analytical step is a lot of freeform.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like start off sort of analytical, see what feels good, analytical feels good, then you get somewhere. Yeah. Caleb?
Yeah. My process varies for two different types of moves. So for two-hand cuts, what I usually have been doing lately is I'll try to get the weirdest opener I can find, like the weirdest grip, and then I'll be like, how do I get out of this? Is basically the gist. So I have to like kind of reverse construct it, I guess. So I'll just get myself in a weird position so that I know it's going to be a different move than what most people are doing. And then I try to figure out how do I get back to normal, So that's kind of how, that's been helping me with two-packet cuts because I'm not the greatest two-packet cut creator. So that's what I do for those. But for
two-packet?
Two-packet. Two-hand. And then for like the feet stuff and like fans, I'll have like an idea and then I'll try to think what is the coolest thing someone could do with this. So like for a fan, I'm like, okay, they did that. How could they extend it somehow? So I made like that move. It's just trying to figure out like a way to do something cool. Like I try to think of the coolest thing a Cardist could do in a situation, and then try to figure it out from there. And most of the time, 95% of the time, however many percent of the time, most of the time it doesn't work out. But just putting yourself in that awkward position where you're like trying to do something that's awesome, usually can create either something completely different or sometimes it actually works out, but it's very rare, but it does work. Also, just this is something I've been thinking about a lot lately is how important kind of play is. So enjoying what you're doing and just like messing around and trying new stuff can really help with creativity. So.
And if you want more explanation on play in Cardistry, watch the new OPC trailer for Squeezers V3, because I feel like this is gonna be a good embodiment of that.
I was gonna say we haven't even shot it yet.
Like
but
even,
I mean, we've kind of filmed a couple scenes.
Even just like what we've done already is like just we just
like,
had an idea and we went for it.
Let's try it out.
Yeah. Before we move on, I think also a fun experiment to do sometimes, and I was doing this on my flight over here, is to try to construct a move like totally in your mind. So it's weird and it's hard to track sometimes depending on how non-ADD you are. But to fully like picture every movement that you're gonna do, and then see if it works. Like totally make it in your head and then see what works. And I need to show you guys that move and see if it's good. But
that's interesting.
I started doing that and it's interesting. Like
that would break my brain.
It's hard. Like I was just like. Ooh,
I would short out.
Yeah.
Just overheat.
Right?
Yeah. It's kind of like if you get an idea like in a dream, you wake up and you're like, oh my gosh, this could work. Or like right before you go to bed, you think of it and then you do it. It's sort of that, but you're being intentional about it. Yeah. Bet. 1 second, I need to text our Discord because I forgot to do that.
Let's take a quick ad break. We bring you this ad from Organic Playing Cards. Would you like to join our community? We have a very awesome organic community full of people that would like to grow together. So check out our website, organicplayingcards.com. Right at the top, you'll be able to sign up for our garden hangouts, and pretty much it's like a reading group, like a book group, but for cards and Magic and Cardistry. So if you're interested in Magic or Cardistry, we have groups for that meet online over Skype, Zoom, any of those platforms, and just hang out and talk about cards and Cardistry. So actually, Caleb and Sam are part of the Chili Peppers, which is a very lit group, and I think that they enjoy it a lot. So if they enjoy it, you will too. So, and thank you for sticking with us for this short break, and back to our regularly scheduled programming.
That was wonderful.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Way to just plug yourself
right,
like that.
Yeah. Right.
I didn't know, Kayla. No, just kidding.
We're on the last of these jalapeno wings. Would you like to step in and grab one, Cam?
Oh, you're on the last of it. Well, do you think the other ones are going to be hotter?
Those ones are going to be hotter.
Let's do that one.
Okay, we'll just leave that little mongrel there then.
Yeah,
okay.
Dude, we got to do it for the viewers. We got to do it for the people. I can't be going on the lower end of the spectrum. You know what I mean? Like, you go big or go home.
Yeah, man.
And I'm already home.
Whoa!
So I can't go home. I'm already home. Anyway. All right, so next question. So what is your biggest source of inspiration? And I think this can go for either like Cardistry in general, or like Sam's come out with the deck. So like, you know, if you got a different source of inspiration for that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's go with Caleb first.
Okay. Chewy. Give me a second. Okay. For Cardistry, I'll do Cardistry and then how I do interviews. For Cardistry, I'll just look at what other awesome people are doing. So I have a list of, like, I call it Cardistry Classics. Sam's not anywhere close to being on that. I'm just kidding. And I'll just put that on shuffle, and then I'll listen to, like, the weirdest music I can find. So music is a big factor. I always look for new music to find when I'm trying to create something. And then for some reason, if I stay up late, that's usually going to help me create something. I don't know why. If it, like, gets rid of a roadblock or something. Mm-hmm. For my interviews, obviously, I've taken some inspiration from Hot Ones, especially this episode. They're not all going to be like this, obviously. But just the research that Sean Evans does on that show, like, he finds, like, really obscure things, and that's what I try to do. So I'll go through as much information. If they've had a podcast before, if they've all the Instagram posts they've ever made, try to get as much information about them as possible so that I can get some interesting questions.
And when you did Kevin's interview, that was really good. I think you had a few points where he was like, oh yeah, let's talk about that obscure thing. Good job on that. For me, inspiration, there are a few things. So first off, music plays a big part in my inspiration. I'll go ahead and drag my first deck into it. So with the Vista deck, that was inspired by, first of all, the grime art movement, not the grime music, but there's a separate art movement. That was that's the style it's in, and that was the first exposure to it. But then also, I got really hard into, like, drugs. No. No. Like hard electronica and y'all can't get that out of your head now, can you?
Drugs.
But yeah, just like really wacky electronica and stuff like that. Close to like dubstep almost. And I mean, if you watch the trailer for the deck, it has some kind of hard music in it. But that ironically, well, that kind of gets my creative juices flowing sometimes, even though it's very far from what I normally listen to and kind of who I am. Because normally I like to, when I'm doing cardistry, I like to edit with lo-fi music, and that's kind of what I like to chill to and stuff. But yeah, so music, any different moods kind of change my approach. And but I think in general, if you're listening to good music, it's going to get you pumped up. And then something that really enhances that, though, is good coffee. I mean, caffeine in general, let's be honest.
Woo, coffee.
Good domestic drug right there.
Oh, so you were kind of telling the truth.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
Just acceptable.
An acceptable drug.
But yeah, good coffee is a good way to get that going. Second thing is I'm a Christian, so I get a lot of inspiration from my faith, and I believe that God blesses me with inspiration, and that plays out in a lot of different ways. It's really cool. And then let's see, coffee, music, God,
the big G,
the big G. What else? I don't know. Oh, dang! Why am I not talking about this? Freaking bro, I love photography. So, are we gonna talk more about like other stuff?
Yeah.
Okay,
Next question.
I'll get more into this later, but like preview, I do photography as well, and like seeing good photography from like other artists and good videos, I think that is all a great catalyst for me too. Like if I see some really good photos like with a great color palette and stuff, that's a great way to sort of inspire the creative process. And seeing other artists making good cardistry videos is a great inspiration as well. Seeing Cam put out these awesome trailers for OPC is like, whoa, inspiration. So yeah, Cam, I would love to hear about your inspiration in terms of like, especially with your video work, kind of what that looks like for you.
Okay, all right. Well, that sounds like the cue to eat another wang.
It
while I
does.
answer that. Yeah.
So
Dig
I'm
in,
the howls
boys.
now.
Yeah, we're moving on to the actually
Woo!
spicy ones. So
Hopefully the spicy
these
ones.
are habanero.
Oh no, I've tasted these.
Yeah,
he said, oh no.
They got some beef to them. Does that make sense? Yeah.
So, I gain
I
inspiration
got
from
one.
story. So, like, I am centered around story. I went to film school at Ball State University, and the biggest thing they drove home was story. Like, if stories are the things that moves people. Stories are the things that inspire people to do things and to change things about them, or like change their habits, or like pretty much to do anything. Story drives everything, and it has since like the beginning of time almost. So I think that that's where I get a lot of inspiration for my videos. Is I'm like, what could be the coolest story? What could I do that's like practical, but like what do I think would be cool? And then, boom, happens. You dress up like Indiana Jones in the middle of the woods, and you just go for it. So, what?
Just Sam.
I'm petting my cat.
Yeah.
I'm petting my cat at the same time I'm talking. Yes, she's about it. So next question. Here we go. What are your other hobbies outside of cardistry? I wonder what Sam's are.
I'll start since I already began. So I do photography. I've become more obsessed with film photography in the last year. If you don't do film photography, you should do it. It's cool. But like there are a lot of cardists that do cool hobbies outside of cardistry. So, and I mean, if you're watching this, you probably do. You probably do as well. But there are also a lot of cardists that do film photography, kind of on the DL. Like at CardistryCon, there were a lot of people walking around with analog cameras. Linus does film photography. So
Boy,
does
Linus.
Linus.
Eraser hands. Shout out.
Shout out. New York boys. Lewis Caldwell does film photography, I believe. And there are a few spotted here and there. But just getting out and taking photos. I love doing night photography in the calm and the quiet. I really love experiencing that. And like I was talking about before, I think any creative exercise is a great way to catalyze further your cardistry creative experience and your creativity in general. So that's probably my biggest thing. I also do a lot with coffee. I think most people drink coffee anyway, but I really like getting nerdy about it and brewing my own at home, trying to perfect the best cup, measuring out the beans and all that, getting that good burr grind going. Yeah.
The burr grind.
The burr grind. So those are probably my biggest things. What about you, Caleb?
Yeah. Video games obviously is kind of like an obvious one for a lot of people my age and younger aged people. So I mean, I don't have enough time for it really because of work, but I do love video games. The one that kind of gets interwoven.
Oh yeah,
With
that's how you know it's spicy. It's already acidic in his stomach. He's burping. Oh no.
The other one that's kind of obvious in my cardistry is soccer. I've grown up playing soccer my whole life. Basically, I started when I was like 5 or 6. So I try to mix in as much foot type of stuff I can because I have a lot more control with my feet than most people. So that's
Facts.
why I think I can create and do things that most people wouldn't try. So that obviously gets interwoven, and then I still play soccer pretty constantly, and I actually work with a soccer company. I help create jerseys. So
What do you do on the soccer field? I don't know if they call them positions, but I know you're not a goalie. Are you like a striker? Is that a thing? That's a thing, right?
I am a cam, a central attacking mid. So it's kind of the person that sets up the person that scores.
Oh, nice. Okay.
A lot of times I'll score as well. I'm actually pretty good. Yeah.
Gas yourself up.
Shout out me, guys.
Tell them.
No, but
I'm sure. Yeah.
I score more than most central attacking mids. I shoot a lot more, so than
Dude, that's what's up.
most people in that position.
So you're a ball hog.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But if you're good, it's okay.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I love it.
Sounds like that's another wing.
Another wing. Let's do it.
Oh man.
You getting that saucy one, bro?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Caleb's going in for it.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm gonna move
no
the mic
fear.
real quick.
No fear.
Yeah, let's get it, bro. I'm gonna get some of this on the bottom, bro.
Oh man.
Sweet habanero. You burning yet, bro?
This sounds like
this has a. Oh my gosh.
it starts off sweet, and then the heat's like,
And then it
oh yeah, I'm
smacks
also
you.
here.
Yeah. Do you know what the weirdest thing I've ever tasted was? There's a hard cider that's peach habanero. Or no. Sorry. Mango habanero. And it's the weirdest combination of flavors ever. And like, I think you would like it, Sam. I just think you're a spicy yet sweet dude.
Well, like, oh my gosh. Get the music going. Boom. I am a spicy and very sweet dude, but I don't. Ah, it's in my throat. I don't like spicy food and cold things.
True.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a weird combination, bro. It's a weird combination.
Like spicy ice cream.
Weird.
No.
Nah. All right, here we go. Next question. So I'm gonna change this up a little bit. On here it says, how long does it take to make a move? I'm gonna go a step further. What is your advice to somebody who has been trying to make a move for a long time or is like stuck trying to make a move? I feel like that's like,
Yeah.
what is your advice to somebody that's like stuck in their creative process?
I have something to say about this because this has kind of happened to me recently. It's just stepping away from cardistry, like having some time doing their other hobbies, and then coming back to it can fill you with a lot more ideas. Sometimes you overthink it and you get stuck kind of in that same thought process, so you need to kind of change it up and do something else. So actually stepping away from cardistry when you're kind of stale is one of the best things you can do, in my opinion, to get some of that creativity back. There's also just dropping a move, so just letting it go, like recording it, having it in the back of your mind, but like not being like, oh, I have to create this and finish this now. Give it some time to simmer. So like come back to it later and then see if something's fresh, because if you're looking at it the same way constantly, I mean, this is just the definition of insanity, is doing the same thing and expecting a different result.
Nice video game reference.
Thank you. So yeah, coming back to it later with a fresh set of eyes and like actually like let stuff simmer, it is better in the long run.
Yeah, and I can kind of attest to that as well. Most of the moves that I have now have very heavy beginnings in earlier moves. So if you scroll down really far on my Instagram, you'll see the mechanics kind of repeating as you go. And they all sort of evolve into my current moveset. And I'm sure even the moves I have now will have slightly different variations in the future that just put new spins on it as I grew as a cardist. So that's definitely a good piece of advice right there. I would also say that. 1 second. Excuse me, guys.
Wow, Sam's feeling the burn.
Yeah, I actually am a little bit. I'm impressed.
Oh man!
See, dude.
Now I don't want to eat them.
I feel the burn, but like I don't run away from it. You know. I love it. I love the pain. Anyway, my piece of advice is, don't save your moves. Okay, don't save them. I know some people do, and there is some value to that. There is some value to saving up moves to drop a performance video or something, but unless you are sure that you're going to drop a performance video, don't save your moves, because often when people save their moves, they're really saving them. They never actually make that performance video. So then everything is just locked up. First of all, they're not really contributing to the community by putting their stuff out there, which I think is very important to do, to contribute in that way. But then also, you're doing a disservice to yourself, because by not putting something out there, it's like you're not, in a sense, setting it free. And I think that's essential to move on to something better with your moves. And maybe you can take that metaphor into other parts of life too. I don't know. Maybe.
Set it free.
Set it free. Set it free, people. That's the moral of the episode. But honestly, I would highly suggest, unless you are a headliner cardist that everyone's like, oh my gosh, when are they going to drop their next move in that next performance video? Like, I'm not to this point yet either. This is why I put out moves like every day. Like, don't save your moves. Put them out. You can still do performance videos and still show off your sick moves. But, like, I'm sure you will feel a lot better and a lot more creative freedom in being consistent. So,
picking up on that too, I think feedback is extremely important to bettering a move. So, like, you can hear someone else's feedback, because for one, they're getting a different set of eyes on it. It's like a different, like, actual viewpoint. So, like, something that looks good from your angle, looking down this way might look not great, or you might not even see what's going on. So getting that feedback is super important. And then there's something else. What was I going to say? With the saving moves too. If you, I don't know. I don't remember what it was. I think the heat just got to me. We can go to the next one.
Here, I'll jump in, and if you think of it by the time we're done with the question, then you can jump back in. Kind of following your. What was that?
That's my thought phase.
Okay, with the first point of doing other stuff, get out of the house. Get out more. You need to get out more. Okay, we all do. We're cardists. Okay, we're nerds. Get out of the house. Take a walk. Kind of let your mind flow. Give yourself some intentional time to really think about being creative and think about the process of cardistry, and actually focus on that. It's not an easy thing to do, and it's not a common practice for like our culture as a whole, I think. And maybe not even just our culture. So if you're watching this from anywhere, you can probably relate to this in some way. Just in general, we have a humanity, a tendency to always be stimulating ourselves with something. That's becoming more and more prevalent. But if you just break that cycle and just take some time to be still, be quiet, and think critically about what you're doing and about your inspiration and about your creativity, I think you'll notice some really, really amazing results. Yeah. Do you know what you were thinking of?
No.
All right. That sounds like another wing, but we better be setting that wing free. Let's do it.
Yeah. Set that wing free.
Set that wing free.
Do you want to set this like right here?
Caleb actually let me come up with the last two questions, and I have two different questions for each of them. So it's not a combined question. It is just a question that I have carefully crafted for each of them.
Nice.
And Sam already actually partially answered one, so I'm going to try to come up with another one on the fly.
Oh.
But it's going to be a lit time, and I'm very excited. Who wants to go first? You want to rock, paper, scissors on who goes first, or does somebody want to go first and take the bait? Oh, okay.
Crap.
Okay. So Caleb's up first. All right. Here we go, Caleb. So who is your favorite soccer player? And if you could play for any soccer team in the world, who would it be?
That's
one question.
Okay. The milk's looking really good right now. I'm gonna try to avoid it.
Take a sip. Take a sip.
I love that you put them in brothers' mugs.
The best soccer player right now is hands down Messi. He's starting to get older, but he's my favorite, and I grew up kind of watching him. So I'm a big fan of Barcelona. That's who he plays for. I actually think if I wanted to play for a team, though, I would probably want to play for FC Cincinnati because, one, it's where I'm from, so I always like trying to give back to wherever I'm from. And then two, I'm not gonna ever be good enough to play for Barcelona.
But if you were good enough,
if you were like, there's
and
no.
I mean, dude,
you
like score like a lot for a
can.
for a can.
For that one thing you said.
The 5 words that all came together.
No, but Barcelona's also kind of going through a bad phase right now. A lot of people are leaving. So. But
F's in the chat.
For Barcelona. F in the chat for Barcelona.
So I'm going to stick with FC Cincinnati, as outrageous as that sounds, because one, it's more of a realistic thing, and then two, I genuinely I like having a set of friends and like a group of people I can come to. So I have that in Cincinnati and Columbus, so I don't really think I would want to give that up.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that's a little sappy, but
yeah. Can I make a request, Cam?
Yes.
Do you have like a napkin or like a tissue or something? Because I gotta blow my nose.
Yeah, here. We just bought a bunch of lotion tissues. Let me go get some.
Ooh.
Sam. So while I'm gonna go grab those, here's your question. If you could grime art anybody and they would see it, like celebrity, cardist, dead person, who would it be?
A dead person
that
would see
like,
it.
Like, yeah, but
and
like, they'll see it wherever they are.
And then they'll just die.
Wherever they are.
Just like heaven or hell, and they're just like, and then back.
That's cool. Time to die again. It's kind of dark.
Time to float. That's gonna tell how.
Yeah, that's okay. Caleb will edit it out.
Woo!
Okay. Well, I'm going to blow my nose so I can think about this. That's a good question.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Thank you. If...
the name of this video should just be like 3 people losing their minds slowly.
Right? Slowly.
Yeah.
Very slowly.
I think that's what Hot Ones is, right?
Right.
Basically, yeah.
Kind of. I'm really not looking forward to this wing. If y'all
You'll
are
be
having
fine with
issues,
one.
it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a rough time.
I hope everyone has enjoyed watching me
Die slowly.
clean
inside.
my nose
Yes.
out.
I mean, there's a second camera angle. It could be on my beautiful face for the rest of that time.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, it's not.
No.
It's gonna be zoomed in.
It's gonna be
That's definitely not.
a slow zoom.
Just. Oh, be careful around the face.
Yeah.
Careful around the face.
Careful around the eyes.
Oh my god.
Make sure you wash your hands before you go to the bathroom after.
Yikes.
So, I don't know. See, like, I'm not real big into, like, having celebrity idols or anything like that. I guess there are some kind of bigger names that I admire, though. Let's do... Okay, my favorite director, filmmaker, Cam, I really hope you like him, because he's my favorite. Wes Anderson.
Yes.
Wes Anderson is a true artist. I think he makes amazing work. So probably Wes Anderson. I don't think he would appreciate it. I think he would probably see it and be like, what the heck? Right. Oh, let me make an awesome movie out of that. Right. And then, I would have a career as a inspiring... my career would be the inspiration for filmmakers.
Great. Hey.
Yeah.
Get it, Sam. That sounded like y'all need to eat another wing.
Yeah, dude.
Is this the last one?
No, it's the second to last one.
Oh, there's...
Oh, no, wait. This is the last one. Wait. This is the last one.
Get over here.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, I need a fork.
Scooty your booty over here, man.
Here. I'll just sit.
Oh, no, just finger.
I'm coming.
Here you go.
I'm coming.
You getting in here? No, you're sitting in front.
You in there, dog? Have you seen the Key and Peele skit?
I'm just gonna...
Key and Peele skit?
Probably.
No, I've not.
All of them?
Yes, all of them. No, he does. There's one where like they're doing a handshake.
I'm gonna sit right here because you
can
can hear me from the back. Can you? Oh, I'm like in everyone's business.
That's okay.
That's okay. That's fine. I'm just gonna eat it and go back to my camera. Oh no.
Get the saucy one.
It's got ranch on it though. I don't like ranch.
Don't rub that sauce off.
Okay,
It's ranch. I don't like
get
ranch.
some of the mango
Bro,
habanero.
Bro,
whatever
stop.
This is.
We got some
Come on,
on
get
there.
you- no,
already.
get you some
Oh,
of
look
that.
at that. Look at how wet that is.
Get it more.
That is. Bro, Cardi B. That is. God,
Yeah.
I'm.
It's
regretting
tradition to
this.
do a little bit extra on the last.
You're the worst.
On the last wing.
On the last wing.
If it's
Oh
if we're doing
my
hot
God.
style.
No, spicy singles. Copyright.
Okay. All right.
Copyright.
Okay. Let's
clink.
Let's clink.
COVID time. No. Gotta get the wings.
Think.
COVID
Think.
time.
Tink.
COVID
Okay.
time.
God.
All right, just one.
Holy.
Honestly, like these are kind of bad, but they're not as bad as I was expecting.
Get over to your corner. Go back.
I mean, these are the worst. These are so hot. Hottest
Yeah,
wings
it
I've
is
ever
really
had.
sweet. It's. Yep, it's really sweet. And then it hits really hard.
That was like a full throat cough.
It was. Because it's in the back of my throat, dude. Oh, that's going to make my tummy get the rumblies. All right, Caleb.
Okay.
Last question.
Is it milk time?
Almost.
No, at the end.
Do you think you could kick a card farther than Rick Smith Jr. could throw one?
Okay. I've thought about this, and I've looked up the statistics. I'm nowhere close to throwing it as far as he can. I have looked it up, and there's no like world record for how far to kick a card, so that's something I'm looking into because I can kick it like 50 to 60 feet, if not more. That's what I've done in the basement, is like 50 to 60 feet, and I hit the back wall, so it could potentially go further. And that takes a while to get the right hit. But no, I'm nowhere close to going as far or as hard as he does.
But you're more accurate than he is, right?
Yeah. No.
I mean, you know,
Candles don't stand a chance around Caleb.
Celery, it's done.
it's done. It's over.
I'm about to end this man's whole career. This celery.
All right, Sam, you ready?
Yo, I'm ready, man.
All right. You got your film camera.
Yeah, well, not with me, but
You have one piece of film.
yes, I do. One
That's
piece.
it. One shot.
Okay.
And you can take it anywhere in the world.
Oh, nice.
Where are you taking it?
Dang, man. Dang,
Where are you shooting your shot?
there's some really pretty places out there. Like a landscape?
It can be whatever you want. Where are you shooting your shot?
All right, where
What
am
is
I
it
gonna
of?
shoot my shot, dude? Well, dang, man.
You better lose yourself in the moment.
I'm losing myself. I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, ooh, dang, yeah, get it.
Eminem vibes.
Ah.
You could do space too.
I could do space.
Yeah, bro.
No, space isn't interesting.
What? Orbit's just had a heart attack.
It's not interesting to take pictures.
Rip.
of. I love you, Orbit. Okay, so I really like pictures from airplanes.
Okay.
So I would probably do something from an airplane. Let's see. Probably South Africa has great landscape. That would probably be really beautiful to photograph from above. Iceland is really beautiful as well. But it's sort of oversaturated kind of in at least the YouTube photography game. So I probably wouldn't do that. I gotta be unique. Probably South Africa, Australia would be interesting as well. And then, so if I was doing a flyover kind of cardistry or something of clouds in that area, that'd be really cool. Actually, scrap all that. We're going in a plane. We're going around Mount Fuji. We're getting some photos. Clouds, Fuji. It's going to be awesome. That's what's happening.
Clouds, Fuji. That's it.
Otherwise,
all
though,
a man needs.
I really think, like, I love taking photos of people. And so I would love to get a photo of either, like, a really close friend or my girlfriend or something and go get a really nice portrait of them at Niagara Falls, I think.
That'd be dope.
That'd be really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds like it's time for that milk.
It's time for that milk, bro.
It's time for that milk.
We made it through the gauntlet.
You did. Yep. I also made it. Barely, but I'm
Yeah.
here.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, go get it. Go get that milk.
Some almond milk. Here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, that actually does help. So at the end of the show, I usually do what I call roll out the red carpet. Is there anything we want to promote? OPC Squeezers V3 is the obvious candidate that we're
it's
all
like
part of.
we're all wearing shirts of the Squeezers V3.
Oh, is that what this is?
Yeah. Oh, dude, you didn't know?
I didn't even put this on.
Yeah, right?
I just woke up and this was on me.
Yeah, dude.
So go check out that trailer if you haven't seen it.
With the
And buy
boys.
cards.
Hey, when is this gonna drop?
Wednesday. It'll already be out.
Okay. Keep an eye out on Flux, on that brand. That's my brand. We are at Fluxio on Instagram. There is about to be a big announcement and big developments. So the first deck just got finally delivered to people, and that'll be online soon. That's not the big announcement. Surprise. But yeah, so keep your eyes peeled.
Oh my gosh.
For that, because I'm really excited about it, and it is going to be a very good thing, I think. And Cam helped me brainstorm it, and Caleb knows about it now. Yeah. So, yeah, find what is lost.
Yeah. So I'll have links to both these guys' stuff in the description, as always. It's kind of redundant to put any of my stuff in there, because obvious reasons, but they'll
follow Cardistry Talk on Instagram.
Yes, thank you.
Like this video, subscribe, ring that freaking bell. Do it.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button. Do it right now. You won't.
Go follow
right.
Caleb Smith 16 on Instagram as well.
Oh.
Okay. No.
Cut that
Yeah.
out.
If we don't get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month, I will kill a dog.
What?
That escalated so quick.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That's
Okay.
aggressive.
No. We gotta do a positive inspiration for this.
No,
If we get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month,
Caleb will
I will
adopt
Cam-
adopt a dog.
we'll get
Kill it. Sorry.
so dark.
We said adopt. We said adopt a dog. You
Cam-
adopt a dog.
I like dogs. I'm not gonna
Cam will give a treat to his cats.
Yes.
There we go.
You will be feeding his cats.
Also, my face cam went away.
I think I've lost my mind.
Yeah.
It's time to wrap her up.
Okay. Bye, friends. This has been another great episode of Cardistry Talk, a spicy edition.
Yep.
And
thank you from your host, Cameron Toner, which you cannot see right now because my face cam went off. But I love you all. Thank you.
Yeah, I love you guys. Bye.
Bye.